Hey y'all, hi. Let's talk about Black Friday. So we tend to think of Black Friday as an opportunity to save money. But over the course of my long life of loving to buy things, especially certain things, I've come to realize that sale events, like for example, the twice yearly Sephora sale, actually cause me to spend more money than I would otherwise have spent that week or that month. I've also come to see that sale events usually cause me to buy things that I wouldn't otherwise have bought and that I don't end up loving as much as I thought that I would love them when I bought them on sale. An event that makes me spend more money than I was going to spend and acquire stuff that I don't love isn't my idea of a party. And over the years, that perspective has helped me to resist the allure of sale events and site-wide sales. However, for Black Friday, some of the discounts get really deep. And when I see stuff that I love to buy and own going on sale for like 40% off, 50% off, sometimes 60, 70% off, my usual sale-resistant logic starts to break down. I have to admit that some Black Friday sales are really good deals, and I do intend to shop some of them. So it got me thinking, how can we navigate this massive, pervasive, yearly marketing campaign in a premeditated way so that we take advantage of it rather than allowing it to take advantage of us? That's what this video is about. If you like it, I hope you'll subscribe, and let's get right into the meat of the video. So I've boiled my Black Friday survival guidelines down to 2 questions we can ask ourselves when we're shopping during sales events or considering shopping during sales events. Question number 1, am I in the trance? The state of being that I privately call the trance is the opposite of mindful, empowered consumerism. When you're in the trance, you're running the risk of mindless, disempowered consumerism, meaning your wisest and best self isn't the one behind the wheel. These are the signs that you might be in the trance. One sign of the trance is that you're experiencing a sense of urgency while you shop. This urgency can come from scarcity mindset, so the worry that things are going to sell out before you can buy them. This sense of urgency can also come from FOMO, the fear of missing out. So a vague feeling that you're missing out on all the good deals because you don't know about them. And so you feel like you need to scramble to go looking for them to find out about them so that you can buy the things before they sell out because you're also experiencing scarcity mindset. This urgency also comes from the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity lie. So, the fear that the sale will end before you can take advantage of it, and then you will have missed out on the only opportunity ever to get that thing on sale. The sense of urgency during sale events often comes from all 3 of these. They really pile on each other, and it can come from other places too. If you have that panicked feeling that you have to buy stuff now before you've even had time to think about it, then you're in the trance. Another sign that you're in the trance is that you're looking for something to want so that you can take advantage of a sale. If you find a brand or a website that's having a really great sale and you didn't previously want anything from that website and you find yourself combing through the site trying to find something that you do want so that you can buy it at a discount, you're in the trance. And another sign of being in the trance is that you're not keeping track of the total amount that you're spending because you're buying from a bunch of different places, everything's on sale, and you're fixated on the idea that you're saving money. It's way easier to spend $85 at a bunch of different websites over the course of a week or 2 than it is to spend $500 all at once, but it amounts to the same thing. And if you're so focused on how much you're saving by buying so much stuff that you're not keeping track of how much you're spending, then you're in the trance. Question number 2 to ask ourselves when we're shopping sales events or considering shopping sales events. If I buy this now, will I buy less later? Or another way of phrasing this question is, was I going to buy this thing eventually, or am I only buying it because it's on sale? To actually save money during a sale event, you have to position your spending during that sale within the big picture. If you keep shopping for that same type of thing at the same rate during the whole rest of the year, then you haven't saved any money or saved on anything. If you buy something that you would otherwise not ever have bought, then you haven't saved money. You've spent money that you otherwise would not ever have spent. If you are a person who truly depends on sale events to be able to afford to buy the things that you need, then that means that you aren't buying those things at other times of year when they're not on sale. And if that's you, then do your thing. But I would venture that most of us who are trawling the Black Friday sales, we're not putting all of our shopping eggs into the Black Friday basket. We're buying the stuff we like to buy at one pace during the whole rest of the year, and then buying more at the end of November, and then going back to buying things at our regular pace for the whole rest of the year. Half of the act of saving money when you buy a thing on sale happens when you buy the thing during the sale. But the critical other half of the act of saving money by buying something on sale happens later, when you resist the urge to buy other similar things at other times of the year. So when you're shopping a sale and you actually want to save money, you have to ask yourself, am I really willing and able to follow through on the other half of the contract? If I buy these sneakers, will I refrain from buying other sneakers later and have these be my sneakers for the next 6 months, maybe for the next 12 months? Be honest with yourself. If you know that you love buying sneakers and you buy sneakers every few months, then you might buy some sneakers on sale during Black Friday, but if you keep buying sneakers at your same rate for the whole rest of the year, you're not actually saving money when you buy the sneakers during Black Friday. You're just spending more money on more sneakers like you always do. And if you don't really love the ones you're buying, if you're just buying them because they're on sale and you're in the trance, you're probably going to buy your favorite sneakers later, full price, and wear them more, and these ones are just going to sit in the corner gathering dust. So these are the two questions. Question number 1, am I in the trance? Question number 2, will I buy less later? And let me give you 2 examples of how this has played out in my life recently. Joe and I, for quite a while, have been considering buying a second set of linen bedding. So for us, that means a fitted sheet, a duvet cover, and pillowcases. We had picked out the ones that we want. We love the Parachute Home linen bedding. We'd picked out the color we wanted, and it actually happened to be on sale in their last chance section. But it's still quite expensive, and we talked it over and we talked it over, and we came to the conclusion that having 2 sets will prolong the life of the set that we have. And a couple of weeks ago, I thought Parachute might have a Black Friday sale. So the bedding was all in the cart online, but I said to Joe, let's just wait and see if their sale bedding goes on further sale during the Black Friday sale. And sure enough, this week, 20% off the entire site, and sale is also on sale. So as soon as the sale went live, I went on and I bought that bedding that had been sitting in our cart. And right before I clicked buy, I did what I always do these days before buying something. I took a deep breath, I took a pause, and because it was a Black Friday sale and there was this frenzy happening, I asked myself these questions. Question number 1, am I in the trance? It was exciting that the sale had just started and I knew exactly what I wanted, so I did feel a little bit of a sense of being swept up in excitement, but I wasn't feeling panicked. I wasn't feeling rushed. I wasn't feeling that scarcity mindset. I think the color that we want, which is raisin, wasn't very popular. It was already in the sale section. I was pretty sure there was going to be enough to go around. I wasn't feeling FOMO. I wasn't feeling like I was being rushed to make my decision because of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was totally premeditated, and we had technically made the decision weeks ago. Question number 2, will I buy less later? The answer to this for us with bedding is unequivocally yes. We have decided that for us, for linen bedding, 2 is the perfect number of sets to have, and once we have the 2, we're set until one of them wears out. So I asked myself both of these questions, passed the hurdle of each question with flying colors, bought the bedding without compunction, feeling great about it. But now let me tell you about the second recent scenario in which these questions came to bear. I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw that a clothing brand that I really love, this brand Rhode, had launched their Black Friday sale. I have wanted a dress or a top from Rhode for a really long time. I've actually even talked about it on camera before. I don't own anything by this brand, but I'm always keeping an eye on them, waiting for the perfect thing for me. And I still just haven't found it. But the brand really excites me. So I saw there was a Black Friday sale I immediately clicked through the website and I started scrolling. I was like, this is my one chance to buy a Rhode dress at this level of a discount. I've got to find the perfect thing and I've got to find it now. So I was clicking around, scrolling. I was seeing that some of the things that seemed like likely options for me, I would click on them and see that my size was out of stock. I was starting to feel that sense of urgency. And then I said to myself, Hannah, you're in the trance. Sense of urgency, absolutely. Scarcity mindset, absolutely. FOMO, yes, because I was like, I'm late to the game. I'm the last one to find out that Rhode's having a sale. I didn't know it was coming. I wasn't planning for it. And of course, that once in a lifetime opportunity lie, right? I was saying to myself, this is my one chance, my only chance. I was also 1000% looking for something to want so that I could take advantage of the sale. Like I said before, I hadn't yet come across my perfect piece from Rhode. I was trying to talk myself into wanting the dresses and tops that I was seeing more than I actually do so that I could buy them during the sale. And then, of course, I asked myself question number 2, if I buy this now, will I buy less later? And when it comes to clothing, dresses, for me, the answer is definitely no. I love to buy clothing. That's what I tend to spend my budget on, beautiful clothing. I try to stick to my budget, but I buy a little bit of clothing here and there, basically throughout the year. It's one of my pleasures in life. And if I'm honest with myself, buying a beautiful Rhode dress now, even if I get it at, 50% off, 40% off, isn't going to stop me from continuing to spend my budget on choice pieces of clothing and accessories every month or two over the course of the year. So I realized that I was on a website looking for something to want, trying to talk myself into buying something I didn't really want, feeling a sense of urgency and panic about needing to buy stuff before I actually thought it through, and that if I did buy one of those garments, it wasn't actually going to save me any money because I wasn't going to follow through on the second half of the contract and resist making purchases at other times of the year. Let me tell you, I've never X'd out a website so fast. I was like, what am I doing here? Click away. Now, it must be said that the only way to truly outwit capitalism during a sales event is to buy nothing. I have done that on several Black Fridays over the course of my life and on every Sephora sale for the past 5 years. I've bought nothing. And it is incredibly freeing because the world doesn't end. And it really shows you how stuck you can get in that trance. Even if it sounds impossible to you, actually, I would say especially if it sounds impossible to you, if you're like, that's crazy, I would never skip Black Friday, I encourage you to go through the thought exercise in a really serious way. Truly and completely imagine what it would be like not to buy anything on sale for Black Friday. Just to draw it out to its natural conclusion for yourself and fully realize that it wouldn't be the end of the world. I think it's a great strategy, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. But if you know that you're going to shop the sales a little bit, then you're faced with the much more complicated decision of how to make good choices. These 2 questions, am I in the trance and will I buy less later, have already gotten me out of a number of sticky situations over the past several days. And kind of just as importantly, asking those questions when I was buying the parachute bedding allowed me to feel free and happy and joyful about that decision instead of causing me to be caught up in anxiety about whether I was letting myself get seduced by the sale. So I hope that those 2 questions can do the same for you. And if you'd like to see me talk more about sales survival and sales events from a bunch of different sales and a bunch of different seasons in my life, then make sure to click through to the playlist that's going to pop up as I'm fading out. I have a whole sales survival playlist. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. And this is a crazy time of year. So please, please don't forget to take extra good care of yourself so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.